the AEDs, but how much that they've gone in partnership with Hardin County EMS for providing this Pulse Point app, and not only that, for providing some of our equipment that we even carry on our vehicles. I mean,
and I think
great community partner.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bryce makes a very good point. I think it takes all of us to take care of everybody. So we truly are a partner with our community and making sure that, and that's why, you know, our name over the years, we went Hardin Memorial Hospital. Now we're really Hardin Memorial Health, because we're outreaching and making sure that we can have those individuals learn about what they need to do to take care of themselves, and then also taking care of them when they need to, as far as the continuum of care with all of our services that we have.
It's a, you know, basically it's a system of healthcare.
It is.
You know, the system starts with the phone call from 911, then it goes to us, it goes to the fire departments, and then once we get there, then we continue on the system and the chain of survival on to Hardin Memorial Health.
And you know, Jamie, I think that's an important thing to say, because people don't realize that when folks call 911 and they have somebody that is in distress, that our 911 operators are actually trained on how to walk somebody through CPR. And I've even been there when I've heard them say, would you like to us to walk you through, or would you like to start CPR?
Right. It's true. You know, unfortunately every day, you know, we actually had one this morning prior to this, you know, us meeting. And, you know, they had to walk the person. They called originally having trouble breathing, and then they called back and said they weren't breathing. So they walked them through over the phone how to perform CPR.
And the sooner, both of you as medical professionals, the sooner you can start CPR, the better the chance of survival.
Exactly. And Jamie, I think you make a good point, and I'm going to direct this question to you, but, well, you know, don't drive yourself. You need to call the ambulance, 911, for both, you know, CPR for heart attack, and we're talking about cardiovascular disease, even with a stroke. Very important.
It is. And unfortunately, you know, specifically, I know this is Heart Month, but you brought up a good point, stroke. I'm on the stroke committee there at Hardin Memorial Health, you know, part of the partners that come there. But the majority of patients that's had a stroke or having a stroke come in via their personally owned vehicles.
Right.
And it's very unfortunate, because there's a lot of things that we can do to make the hospital aware. You know, for example, the CAT scan. You know, there's lots of different things that we do. We call ahead, and we're able to get things and physicians in and get treatment started quicker.
And one of the very important things is that we've even had crashes where people are trying to drive themselves to the hospital.
Right.
And will have a crash and hurt somebody else in that crash, where they either pass out, they have a seizure, they have an attack while they're going through, and actually are not able to continue on with their driving ability. So that, I think that's very important.
It is very important.
Jamie, I know that you all, because we're so concerned this, not only this month, but every month, we're concerned with teaching people how to perform CPR.
Yes.
And I know you all are starting some classes.
Right. We do classes. We're starting classes, like I said in the beginning. Once again, to reiterate, we're having classes every third Monday, starting at 9 a.m. here at the Emergency Services Center. And
we'll put that down at the bottom of the screen so that you all can remember. That would be every third Monday. And we'll also put the phone number down at the bottom of the screen here so that you all know what number to call if you have questions as to where we're located and where the classes will be.
Yes, that's correct. You know, one of my goals, obviously I'm new as the director here, as of as it was September 1st. You know, but one of my main goals was not only education for our crews and our personnel, but education to the public. You know, because they're out there, you know, whenever we get a phone call, they may be the ones that, you know, we lean on to start CPR or render aid.
Right, because we never know how long, because, you know, we go all over the county, and Hardin County is a huge county. And it takes a little while sometimes for first responders to get there.
It does.
So it is truly very important for that. Now, Jamie, if anybody's interested or has questions about CPR, or even let's say getting their business on board, like their employees from their business.
Right.
Would you all consider doing special classes for a business or something?
Yes, we've actually done that. We've partnered with several of the local factories with outreach of our education. But if you have a group and you have a need, then we can work with you and go to your church, go to your business or whatever. But that's our goal, is education.
And what would be a good number that somebody, if they're watching our show
Right.
right now, what would be a good phone number for them to call in?
270-769-3014, and it'll prompt you. It's a recording, of course, but it's extension 102. And if no one answers, you can leave a message, and someone will get back from the education department will get back with you promptly.
And again, folks, we'll put that down at the bottom of the screen so that you all are able to pick up that number, because when we start this show, we talk kind of fast on some things because we only have a certain amount of time to get this in, and we've got a lot of information that we want to get out to you all.
Right.
Jamie, also, in saying that, if there is any kind of charge, it would be very minimal.
Right. The cards. So of course, if you don't need a card, most healthcare providers require to have a card. Your employer, the American Heart Association, is what we teach here. They require a card, and the card is approximately $22 if you need the card.
And I know a great thing, when you started over here as director, one of your main goals is that every employee that works here would be able to teach CPR.
Yes. Almost every single one of our full-time employees is a CPR instructor, from EMTs to paramedics, and that was one of my goals, and we put on many classes to do that. I myself am a CPR instructor, of course, and an instructor in other disciplines as well. So.
Good deal. Well, and I know as we talk about this month, there's so much that we're concerned with as far as our health in this community. And Karen, I know that one of your jobs, and of course we had public relations jobs together for years, but I know one of your jobs is to keep the public informed about what's going on in those. Is there anything going on at Hardin Memorial that might bring this awareness, or any classes that you all might have to be provided to the public as well?
As far as classes, we offer actually some stop smoking classes, and that's actually my other S that I want to throw in there, because that is the number one preventable cause. Yes, number one preventable cause with heart disease. So, if individuals are seeking assistance, and I would highly recommend, though, too, an easy way that they can do that is the QUIT line. It's the 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Kentucky Quit Now tobacco line. They can do that, on their own time and in their own setting that they need to do too, and that's a very easy way to get some assistance to stop smoking. And so really, as far as the S, that's the one that we can try to get out there. And in Kentucky, it's hard to do.
And Karen, it worries me when you talk about smoking. Of course, I used to teach there in all the schools and in the Radcliffe area, and smoking was a big deal when we talk about that, because it is a very easily bought and purchased and even taken drug that we don't realize with nicotine. But one thing that concerns me is people think, when we start talking about, they're thinking cigarettes, and they're thinking that these new vapor devices actually are safer for their health than the regular tobacco cigarettes.
Still a huge risk.
Yes.
Still a huge risk. The nicotine is in there, and you're causing, that harm to your body. And
vapor's still going in your lungs.
It is. Now, when you smoke a cigarette, we've also got the secondhand smoke too, and we've got the vapors that are out there. So there's studies that are out there right now on how much that affects everyone else. But, going back to those S's, that's one of those choices that we kind of talked about, and something that you can control. So kind of that sugar, that salt, that sodium, getting in shape, and not smoking. Don't start.
I think that's very important that we put that out for folks, because I know that there's safer ways to be able to stop smoking than that, because it doesn't seem to me that it always works to cut down their smoking, that it's replacing it with something else.
Right.
I want to thank you all for being with us today. Our time always goes by so fast, and especially when we're talking about something that is so passionate to us. because we're in that business where we're treating other people. And Karen, it hasn't been that long ago that you were working as a nurse here
Right.
in the facility.
Yep.
And I mean, as you've gone along and you're doing more things at Hardin Memorial and the admin side of it, but I mean, you've seen it firsthand as well as Jamie. So I want to thank you all for
Thank
being
you.
a part of our
Thank
service
you.
and getting this information out. Again, folks, if you all want more information about CPR classes here at Hardin County EMS, you can call the phone number that we've listed down at the bottom of your screen right now. Or if you want information that's going on, especially smoking cessation classes that are being taught at Hardin Memorial Hospital, you can go to their website and get information there. Or Karen, is there a number that you want to put out?
HMH.net would be a great place to go, our website.
Okay, and so if you look at it, and again, we'll put that at the bottom of the screen so you can see that and be able to get that information. Thank you all for joining us here on Hardin County Issues and Insights. And today's episode is sponsored by Hardin County Government and the Hardin County School System. Thank you for joining us today as we keep you informed on what's going on around this great community that we call Hardin County. And more importantly, we'll keep you informed on what's going on in your child's life in the Hardin County School System. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe out there. Evidently, the groundhog saw its shadow today, so they're saying 6 more weeks of winter. So be careful out there because we're going to have some more winter weather driving. Be safe, and make sure you go to your doctor and get checked out and check out what those numbers are so that you can stay informed on your health. I'm Bryce Shoemate. Be safe out there.